Rome was burning. Civil wars, corruption, and chaos had turned the empire into ashes. While others panicked, Marcus Crassus saw opportunity. He built a private fire brigade, hundreds of slaves trained to rush into burning homes, but they wouldn't touch the flames until the owner agreed to sell. Crassus would buy the property for almost nothing, then rebuild it and sell it for a fortune. In time, he owned entire districts of Rome, temples, villas, markets, all under his control. But that wasn't enough. He bought silver mines, controlled slave markets, and built construction companies that rebuilt the very city he watched burn. By 40, Crassus was the richest man in Rome. But he didn't just want wealth, he wanted respect. He wanted power. So he financed a rising politician, a young man with ambition and charm, Julius Caesar. Crassus paid Caesar's debts, funded his campaigns, and became the silent investor behind Rome's future. But in politics, friendship is just a loan waiting to expire. Crassus had everything: land, silver, and status, but he craved glory. His rivals Pompey and Caesar were loved by the people, war heroes, symbols of greatness. Crassus, a businessman, a banker, a man of gold, not blood. So he decided to buy himself a war. He raised an army of 40,000 men, all paid and armed with his own fortune. His target, Parthia, a powerful eastern empire rich in silk and silver. Friends warned him, the Parthians are not like us. But Crassus wanted more than advice, he wanted a crown. The march began. Across the desert, his men baked under the sun. Then from the horizon came the Parthian cavalry. Fast, brutal, relentless. They rained arrows that blackened the sky. Hour after hour, Crassus's army collapsed. By nightfall, Rome's greatest fortune was buried beneath sand and blood. Captured, defeated, humiliated, the Parthians mocked him. They say they poured molten gold down his throat, a cruel joke for the man who worshipped wealth. He died not as a hero, but as a warning. The richer the man, the heavier the cost of his greed. News of Crassus's death shook Rome. The balance of power he helped create shattered. Caesar and Pompey turned against each other, and the Republic began its slow death. In the end, the richest man in Rome became a ghost, overshadowed by the men he once financed. No statues, no monuments, just whispers of a man who tried to buy immortality and failed. Yet his influence lived on, in the greed, ambition, and politics that shaped Rome's future. Marcus Crassus proved that gold could buy power, but never peace. And even the richest empire can burn from within. So tell me, if history offered you his fortune, knowing it would cost you your legacy, would you take it? Drop your thoughts below. I'll be replying to the best comments. This was Beyond the Timeline, Empires of Gold, where power, greed, and destiny collide. Next time, we travel beyond Rome to uncover another story of a man who ruled not with armies, but with wealth beyond imagination. Because in every age, there's always another empire of gold.